Hey, what's going on? So this is the final video, part 5 of this little mini series, modding a Game Boy Advance SP. So I had mentioned in the previous videos that this is a mod kit that I got from retrogamestore, I believe. The link will be in the description. But this video is for showing off everything and the features and just how everything turned out. I'm pretty satisfied. Actually, I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. So let's go ahead and show everything off. I am going to use Yoshi Land Super Mario Advance 3 as my game to show off. So actually, I'm also going to use Pokemon Yellow to show you that the shoulder buttons are working, because in the previous videos I did have problems with shoulder button. I did have to replace that. So I'm just going to show you that now. I do believe I showed that off in the previous video, but I want to go ahead and do that now also. So shoulder buttons are working great. So no problem with those. And there it is. So let's go ahead and put in Yoshi Island. I said Yoshi Land earlier. It's Yoshi Island. That's funny. But okay, let's go ahead and boot it on, and I'll show you the features here. And sorry for the glare from the light. Hopefully it's not affecting too much. Maybe I can. There we go. So let's start going over some of the features before. Looks like I need to charge a battery. That's funny. Some of the features. So the brightness. I did solder in the brightness wire, so I can use the brightness button to change the brightness. There are 8 levels of brightness. So that's the first level. So good level to use when you're laying in bed and the lights are off, and save your battery and you won't blind yourself. But let's go ahead and go to the brightest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 I believe is the brightest. Let me just double check. Nope, one more. I was off by 1 count. So there's that. And then you also have the color palette. So I still use the touch sensor for the color palette. It wasn't really a way to solder that in anywhere. There's no button or anything, so I use the touchpad for that. But here is the color palette. If I can find it, there it is. There we go. Let's go ahead and go into the game here. There we go. So there we go. There's the color palette changing. I like it on that. I mean, depending on what game you're playing, you may want to change it, but I just like that. So alright. Let's just go into the game and play a little bit. I don't know. Let me go back. Let's go to this one. And I'll probably die. The castle. Yeah, more than likely I'll die. I'll just play until I die. And I'm also using, I did recently get a GoPro Hero Black, so that's what I'm recording this with today. So I'm getting used to it. I didn't realize that guy was there. Come on, give me some more. Okay. So there we go. Alright, made it through there. Oh, oh. Okay. Back. Alright. So, once I just run through this, I will... I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe down. I'm gonna hook it... So, this mod kit I got does come with the capabilities of hooking up to a CRTV. So, it does have an output. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. It's hard to see because I have the GoPro right here in front of my face too. Oh! Wow. Yeah, lucky there. But yeah, I want to hook this up to the CRTV and show you all how that works. And the kit does come with, which I have here, I already have one hooked up to the CRTV, but I need that. Comes with the wire to hook it up to the CRTV. See if I can. Oh. Nope, missed. Missed again. Oh, let me get you back in the frame there. There we go. Alright, so, yep, I don't want to sit here and play this the whole time for this whole video, so, let me get everything set up, and I will get this hooked up to the CRTV, and I'll show you it working there. Also, I do want to address, because I'm seeing it right now, this here, the little rubber cover for the screw is missing because my cats got up here and decided to mess with stuff, and I haven't been able to find it yet. I may have to just contact the company and see if I can get it, but it is what it is right now. That's one thing I'm not too thrilled about, but the overall fitment though, which I didn't really get to go over, I'm very satisfied with, and how everything came together and fit. But yeah, it's awesome. I like it. So just give me a moment. I'll get everything set up over at the CRTV, and you all can see how that works. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back here over at the CRTV. So we got the Game Boy here. I already have a wire for my other mod kit that I did. So I already have that hooked into the CRTV, which is hooked in the front right there. But this kit, you need a dongle, but you can have the sound come out through the CRTV also. You need a special dongle. I didn't look into it before I started the video, so I apologize about that. I can't give you information on that. I'll try to find it and put in the description of the video so that you can see what I'm referring to, but I don't have the dongle. So right now the sound only comes through the Game Boy. It doesn't come through the CRTV also. But this is the cord that comes with the kit, so you just need that dongle, like I said, to have the sound come through. But let's go ahead and get it plugged into the Game Boy here. So it'll plug into this port here. It can only go in one way. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and turn the Game Boy on. And to put it onto the CRTV, you have to hold the brightness button for a few seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom. There we go. We are now playing on a CRTV with our Game Boy Advance SP, which is awesome. Now, doing the brightness button doesn't change anything on the CRTV, but changing the color palette does. So you can change the color palette. But like all my other games, I just like that one. I think that looks good. Looks great. let's just, we're not going to Bowser's Castle again. We're not doing that. Let's just run through one of these. Let's just do this for a few minutes and just see how it all plays. Now, of course, the GoPro isn't picking up the CRTV very well, but I think this is really, really cool. So, like with the Game Boy Advance, you can play your Pokemon games, you know, first generation and second, you know, up through the Advance, and you can do it on the CRTV, which is really cool. Alright, let's go over here. Oh! I died. Okay, I failed at that. Don't judge my gameplay. I'm not very good. Yes. But, yeah. Get plugged in there. Like I said, the dongle would plug in. I don't know if it's like, I can't remember if it goes in here and it wires off and you plug this into it and this, or if it plugs into this. Well, this is for charging, so I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look. Oh. Yep. So I am very, very satisfied with how this turned out. It looks great, plays great, and it's really cool that you can throw it on a CRTV and play it like this. So you could even do things like game capture with this now too, if you have a capture card that does RCA. But there is, I do have a regular Game Boy Advance that I did mod. I am acquiring the parts. I already have the mod kit and everything to do a second one, and I want to make a video on that one also. So I'm hoping that'll be the next little series of videos I make. Alright, so that's enough gameplay for that, and you can just hold the brightness button and it goes right back to the Game Boy, or you can just turn it off. Whatever you prefer. But actually, I want to check something. If I have it on the CRTV, can I unplug it and it'll go back? No. Okay, so you gotta hold the brightness button to go back. The output go back to the screen on the Game Boy. Yep, just like that. So, all right. Well, let me go get set up back at the desk, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this. All right, I'm back here at the desk after showing you all how everything works on the CRTV, and just overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It was a little bit more than I anticipated, because I thought I was getting a IPS ready shell and I did not, so I had to do some cutting, which turned out it wasn't too bad, but it was the first time I've actually had to cut a shell. But now I can say I did, and I can, so that's good. I also learned a lot of stuff in this process, especially with the hinges, so I now know Game Boy needs to be opened when doing the hinges. Yeah, I mean, overall, awesome. It's great. I love the fitment of everything. I even got this piece here to fit really good. You can see there. Fits great now. The shell, this is like rubberized material, so it can, I would imagine it could probably collect hair pretty easily. I've had to wipe it down a couple of times because I have cats, so but that is rubberized. Learned a shoulder button. That was really cool. Something new to do. It sucked because I thought I got a perfectly functional working Game Boy, so it sucks that I had to do additional stuff to it, but I can say I can do that now, and if I run into another Game Boy that needs a shoulder button replaced, I can do it because I've done it. So that's the silver lining behind that. But yeah, so very satisfied. But like I was mentioning, I'm hoping to do a regular Game Boy Advance. I do have a board. It's not working. I've tried replacing the capacitors and stuff. I'm still troubleshooting the board itself, but I do have like a bunch of parts already for it. I've got an IPS ready shell, and it is IPS ready. I got mod kit for it, and they'll be using a dock. Like, it uses a dock and does HDMI out, and it's really cool. So I'm excited to do that. I've done one already. It is a good bit of work. Not crazy amount, but a little bit more soldering than what it is for an Advance. Maybe not this one specifically because I do the shoulder button, but it's gonna be very cool. I just need some time to get things figured out, and mainly the board. I've got the screen and everything to do it. I just need to figure out the board. If I can't get that board to work, I'll go and get another Game Boy Advance, make sure it's functional and working. But yeah, so I hope you all really like this little mini series. Like I've mentioned, this is something you want to do at your own discretion. I make mistakes. I don't want to be the one that causes you to make those mistakes. So always do stuff like this at your own discretion and do your research. As always, there's tons of resources out there to find what you need when doing this. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day, and I hope to see you come back on the next video. If you like this little series, definitely like and subscribe. You're not obligated to, but I just want to throw it out there. I don't want to throw that in anyone's face, so didn't mention it in any of my other videos. But if you like it, go ahead and like and subscribe. But have a good day, and thanks.